Hello everybody, I'm Thomas, and while I originally planned to complete the puzzle that is our ancient history, and share it with you all, it is taking quite a lot of time. So, instead, a little update. In 2013, JD claimed that the Nasca lines in Peru are the blueprints for the Great Pyramid, and he has been more than welcoming in me taking him on, challenging him. I figured if somebody said something like that, they've obviously thought about it quite a lot, because that can be disproved. So here we are. Anyway, what I can confirm is that yes, these are a giant 3D diagram, and the most underrated megalith on the planet, for sure. If you compare sections like this one, for example, with all these intersecting lines, and how these go down here and stop, it's very similar over here. They go down here and stop, and lots of intersecting lines. We also have this here. Now, if you consider that this is the same size as this section here, and I don't know how to explain it, but I hope you can see that that looks 3D. I don't know about you, but it certainly does to me. And yes, I'll continue just browsing around so that you can take a look, and then the last part I'm going to show you is something absolutely new to everybody. JD told me very early on, since becoming friends, that the Nasca lines go over a much bigger area than what's really acknowledged, and while that is becoming more common knowledge, sections like this one over here are really not known. So let me show you what's there. Looking at the size of this, compared to the size of this, compared to the size of this, should help you to sort of see the perspective. And while I'm not saying outright myself whether or not these are blueprints for pyramids or what they are certainly amazing, and I don't think anyone's going to deny that that is starting to look awfully pyramidy. Yes. Anyway. The drive for doing all this is pretty simple. It's understanding that our world is in great need of some serious change, and right now the best thing we've got really is pointing our finger at governments and things, but they love it. That is just part of the noise. So for me, looking at the ancient world really has been an insight into how a civilization can be on the planet, because the messages are global and all sort of geared towards keeping the messages going. The messages being the understanding of the universe, actually, being a big part of it. The way I look at the Great Pyramid is like a building that details lots of information in geometric form, as geometry is the universal language. You couldn't write it in English or anything else, but if you can write it in things that can be counted, then the message will stand across time, especially when the civilization gets to a point where they're able to understand those messages. And there is plenty about that on JD's website, theancientagenda.com. I'm certainly not advocating that you like and share his page. It's more to do with liking and sharing our history, because there is no money in this for any of these people doing this. It's really just a great will from all of us to see the world progress, because we are stuck in, well, that poison media that is so pervasive and global. I don't really think about the world in terms of Britain, France, and different countries, etc. I think more along the lines of divide and rule. Divide and rule. I don't really want to go too much into it, but wow. I think the key to it is for all of us to see how amazing things have been in the past. And right now that's part of what's been taken from us, as well as a video by Graham Hancock, which was saying the war on consciousness. Something worth watching just to get a small insight, but lots of people are beyond doubt about the state of our planet and the way things work, while the majority of the masses still think this is life how it should be lived and things as good as they possibly can be. The other things the ancient world give us is examples of great agriculture and utilization of the planet. I don't have much more to say right now, but I hope you enjoyed the Nasca lines and that new one that has yet to be seen by anybody to my knowledge. JD definitely pointed this out to me, but he's been telling me all this time to start doing the ones he's not done, because there's plenty to do. And I absolutely encourage anybody to have a shot at doing the Nasca lines, because for me, I've really not watched a TV show since I started doing it, because I'd rather see this unfold than any fictional, recently created plot as of late. Not to offend anyone or to put anyone else down, but our history is much more interesting than any of the nonsense we're being fed.